Hello, this is Share-alike. I'm known as Share-alike on the forums. I've been modifying DL1000 and Suzuki SV1000 clutch baskets for over 5 years now. First discovered what was wrong, showed everyone on the internet. I've just received my fourth 2014 DL1000 clutch basket from an owner. That's this one here on the right. And I thought it was time I give an update on the difference between the two baskets and also explain the problems again. This is the earlier basket from 2002 through to 2008, 2009, and we see that the difference immediately as we see on the surface is that this plate here is much thicker on the later basket, and these areas here between the edges and the spring pockets are thickened. They have had problems with those breaking in the past. Witness this one here. So if we take the plate off the early basket, we see we've got quite a lot of wear on the spring pockets here, where the springs have constantly chattered backwards and forwards and eaten the seats away inside there. Yep. These are the rivets. I've already drilled and pushed them out of the 2014 basket. I've not opened this basket before, so it'd be a surprise to see what's inside. There will be some swarfing here from the drilling process to get the rivets out, and here we are. It has the same problem where the spring seats are wearing heavily with the spring action. Now this is the same plate as in SV1000s, and oddly enough SV1000s aren't doing that to their plate, so something peculiar here about the DL. This latest one here has only done 20,000 kilometres. That's not a big distance at all, really. So we've got the Belleville washers inside. Pardon the swarf, but that's just part of the drilling out process that's left those covered in that. It all gets cleaned up and so forth as part of the repair. Same pair of Belleville washers, so I'd say they're the same thickness. And yeah, they're the same thickness and doing the same job. Here we see the set of springs in the earlier basket. On the face of it, this looks like exactly the same set of springs. We've got the primary spring here. Yeah, it's the same pitch and same wire diameter. We've got the secondary springs here, same colour code on them, so that's probably going to prove that they're exactly the same. And I can see that theirs is the very deep red colouring in the phase 3 springs. That's 1, 2, 3. These are the phase 3 springs. So yeah, in the new basket it's the same springs. Not badly damaged, all in good condition on their ends, which is typical of the baskets. Notice that these springs aren't overly painted or anything like that. They are just coloured for coding purposes. The next big problem is that the actual gear itself will rotate and without moving the springs. That's because the plate underneath inside is actually working loose. I'll show you that in a minute. But while we're here, I'll also show you that the baskets themselves are wearing. The bearing in the alloy piece is wearing, and it lets the gear rock about like this, and that is the chudder. That's the vibration you feel as you ride through the bike. This one should do it, I don't know. Probably not as bad. Oh yeah, just as bad. Not as loud probably, because this one's still filled with oil, whereas this one's all been cleaned out. So there we are. So right, I'll lift the gears off now, leave the springs in place. That bearing there is its usual not very well prepared self by Suzuki. Yep, same story in the old one as I expected. And then this is what I was talking about earlier, where the plate allows the springs to move about without driving the actual aluminium basket. I guess this one will be the same as well. Yeah, it's not eating as badly, but nevertheless that would certainly add to the vibration that you feel as you ride. This one's really bad. Don't worry about the springs not being a tight fit in the plates. That's the whole purpose. This spring is always tight. These two springs are not quite so tight, and then these 3 springs are very free, and that helps with phasing. The 3 final springs only coming into play when there's some real heavy load on the engine. no surprises then inside, the basket's just the same. I'll get rid of those springs, and we can see that the shine on this plate under here is because it's spent its life chattering backwards and forwards on the face of the basket there. I guess this one's going to be the same. Get rid of those springs, lift that out. Yeah, sure enough, not as polished as the other one, but we can see here this bright ring around the rim where it runs on this rib here on the back of the basket. That's it really. The castings look exactly the same. We've got the usual wear, pardon the swarf, we've got the usual wear in the centre of the basket there, which was what was letting the gear rock about inside the basket. Just the same as we've always had. It's not really a proper bearing, it's just left as it was cast in the manufacturing process, and these bearings are just left as they are machined. So there we are. The castings are the same, the Japanese manufacturer is the same, FCC. This is actually a 2001 made, no, 2004 made basket. The date in this one I would hope is 2013, 2014. Right, I'm going to take this 2014 DLA basket away, modify the, well, I'm going to repair the problems that Suzuki have already built in, and then I'm going to perform the share light modification in it as well.